bitch, I'm back.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Robin, back at it again with another video. Okay, I know this area that I'm filming in is totally different. Y'all probably like, bitch, why you filming in? Why are you filming in the kitchen? Well, I'm filming in my kitchen because I just watched a video from one of my subscribers. And before I get into this, I want to say thank you for all of my new subscribers who have recently subscribed to me, and I just want you all to know that it really means a lot to me for you guys to just subscribe to me and check out my videos, whether it be from some of my random talk videos or just whatever. I want you all to know that it's greatly appreciated, and I hope that you all can get whatever it is you want to get from this channel. I'm still trying to figure out what direction I'm trying to go, but maybe you all can help me figure out how I can help you all. So with that being said, back to what I originally came on camera for. Today I just recently watched a video, and I'll link the video down below to one of my subscribers, and she was talking about just not conforming to what society wants you to conform to. And I decided to go ahead and make a response video to that because I have to say that I really do agree. In one of my previous videos, I think it was the video where I talk about how I became Robin and how I knew who it was that I wanted to be. To go into detail about this, my gender, a lot of people might look at me and be like, well, what are you? Are you a boy? Are you a girl? Blah, 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 whatever. And I'm going to tell you that I'm Robin. I'm just me. I don't see myself as a boy, girl, whatever. I don't see myself as none of those things. Granted, I'm biologically born a boy, and I have no problem saying that. It's not like I want to change my genitalia or anything like that. Like I want to go through some SRS or nothing like that, because I don't have no problem with that part of my body. Like, that's not something that will bother me. But what bothers me, I do suffer from some type of dysphoria, and it might seem kind of in the same way as gender dysphoria, as being transgender, but it's not. I classify myself as a gender queer, and for those of you who do not know what that is or aren't educated on what that is, basically it's just someone that's not conforming to either gender, and they have both qualities of both genders, and they are more or less in between the two. So I feel like that's where I come from, but I also prefer the more feminine look than the masculine, if that makes sense. From time to time, I do play in a masculine look, but like, let me see. About 2 years ago, I was going through like this little phase where I didn't really understand who it is that I wanted to be, because, like I said in the previous, like in my first video, I was going through this phase where I was trying to find a job back at home, and no one would hire me, and I would get always get looks as far as like, well, how we're going to address you, or how are the public going to accept you as who you are, or whatever. Like, people didn't really know how to go about to place me, because I guess it would be confusing for them to say, oh, this is Robin, and then they call me he, him, all of that. And I don't mind telling people, okay, I'm not a girl, you know, because I wasn't born a female, nor do I actually want to be a female, but I like the female characteristics. Like, I like the hair, I like the nails, I like the makeup and all of that stuff. I like that. That makes me feel like myself. But as far as like trying to conform to be what everybody else wants you to be, I don't think that should be, anybody should be asking anybody to be something that they don't want to be. So I was dealing with that about 2 years ago. And I shaved off all my hair and was rocking a little boy cut or whatever. And the first day I went out in public with my hair like that and came back home, I cried because I was like, this is not me. I didn't feel comfortable in my skin. I didn't feel like I was walking in my truth. And I felt like I gave up. And I conformed to what everybody else wanted me to be. And I didn't like that. So that kind of sent me kind of into this depression in a way. And I spent a whole year basically with that haircut trying to figure out who I am, only to understand that, but you don't have to do that to be happy, because in the end I wasn't happy like that. And I was too busy trying to please everybody else. And that wasn't the life that I want to live in. That wasn't the image that I seen myself as. I didn't want to portray myself in that image as far as being a boy, because typically I'm not very masculine at all. Like, at all. I'm not masculine at all. And I just, that was something that I kind of regretted. But at the same time, it helped me to understand that I don't have to try to please nobody but myself. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the only person that you gotta answer to. Like, every day you wake up, you got to look at yourself in the mirror. You got to be pleased with what you get up and put on. You got to be pleased with the life that you living. And when you die, you only get one life. You only get this one chance. So you might as well go ahead and live the way that you want to live. Don't let people tell you that you're wrong for living your life, because 9 times out of 10 they're not even living in their truth. They trying to be something else. They trying to live a certain type of way that somebody else pushed upon them. You know, there's a lot of people out here trying to live to please their parents and live to please the society. And I just come to a conclusion that I'm not conforming to none of it. As far as like that job hunting stuff goes, I think I've come to the conclusion that I just kind of want to do, like, create my own business. Because I don't want to have to answer to nobody. I don't want anybody to try to tell me what I can and can't do, or who I can and can't be. I know that it's going to be some challenges along the way, but I have to be strong enough to know that I have to do it on my own. And I have to do it my way. And the only person that's going to know how to do it for me is me. If that makes sense. That's just like, people always think that you're trying to portray something that you're not. Like it's a hoax or it's a game. People feel like you're not taking yourself seriously. But in actuality, they're not taking themselves seriously. Because to be honest, it takes someone strong to live their life the way that people like myself or transgender people live their life. Because people have to watch them transform and become something outside of the norm. And then people freak out when it's not normal. People don't want to see something outside of the norm. They freak out and they be like, oh, you doing something that's not normal. God didn't make you like this. God made us all. Who are you to say that this is not the right way? Are you God? When it's time for me to get up to heaven and talk to the Lord, and He want to ask me whatever it is He want to ask me, then the only person that can answer any questions in regard to this life that I'm living is myself. Can't nobody else answer for me. Can't nobody else tell me what's going to make me happy. And I think a lot of people fail to realize that. that you're the only one that knows exactly what it is that's going to make you happy. So, like I said before, you want to get this one life. Be yourself. And whoever else don't like it, then oh well. Being on YouTube has actually helped me look at myself in a totally different way, because in the past I never really looked at myself as beautiful or this, that, and the other, because I never just seen myself as being like someone that was just so unique, so special, so different. I knew that I was different. I knew that my look was different from what everybody else was used to seeing. And a lot of times I spent my whole existence being an outsider. But it wasn't the fact that I was an outsider and I felt alone. It was the fact that I spent a lot of time feeling alone and being ashamed of being who I was. So I didn't want to be alone. I wanted to be like everybody else. And I wanted to be accepted, and I wanted to be a part of the in crowd. So I feel like I'm not the only person that's out there that's gone through that point in their life where they feel like, oh, what am I going to do? What can I do to make people like me? What can I do that's going to make people accept me and, like, wrap me up in their arm and just be like, okay, it's okay. We like you. Like, like my subscriber said in her video, you gonna spend so much time trying to please everybody else, you're gonna make yourself tired. And that's what happened to me. I made myself so tired trying to hide who I was, trying to do this to make somebody like me and try to fit in. Like, this shit is tiring. And especially when there's just like this one instance, y'all. Because I caught myself doing this past week. Me and my fiance went to go see his mother for something that he had to pick up or whatever. Y'all know the wig that I be wearing all the time in my videos or whatever. Girl, I had to took that wig apart and did myself a quick weave, honey, with that same weave. And that's my good hair, my Brazilian hair. I done cut that weave up and did me a quick weave and bitch did my makeup and everything just to impress this lady, because before this like cordial standing we have with each other, she was like this type of person. Or you want to be with that faggot? Why you want to be with that sissy? Or these gay people, they commit fraud. He might try to. She was telling him that I might try to steal his money and all this and that. Like, girl, I'm not with this man for his money. I'm not. And truth be told, y'all, a lot of our arguments in the beginning of our relationship was basically about money. And me telling him, I don't need you for your money. I don't need you for that. You can get your ass out my house. Like, I used to tell him that all the time. Like, I don't need you like that. I can be by my damn self. And that's just how I am. Like, I've been by myself all this long time without being in a relationship, because he's the first person I've actually been with. And I was the first guy he's actually been with. So, I was like, I don't need you like that. But we'd been together for almost 6 years, so, I mean, she didn't even know that, because he was afraid to tell them who he really was. And I guess we'll do a video on that later on. And maybe it's something that maybe it's some advice he can give to other people. But in actuality, he only came out to his family and like one friend. And I don't feel like he can really give any advice about being himself when he still haven't really came out entirely. Like, he only came out to his dad, his mom, and his sisters, and that's it. Like, none of the rest of his family even know about him being the way he is. And he has said to me countless times that he's not ready and he don't know when he gonna be ready. But I mean, I can accept that, long as they don't stop my life from going, because they ain't got nothing to do with me. My family accept me and they know about me or whatever, and I don't have no problem with that. They don't have no problem with me, I don't have no problem with them. Nobody don't bother me, nobody don't say nothing stupid out the way, because they know if they do, I got a mouth. So we just have to stop being afraid of what others have to say about us and just be ourselves. Because at the end of the day, like I said again, we're the only people who we're going to have to wake up to and be comfortable with. And if you're not happy with yourself, then how you expect somebody else to be happy with you when you can't even be happy with being yourself, your true self? So that's all I want to come on here and talk about, you guys. And thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing. For those of you who have subscribed, I just want to say thank you all for subscribing. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.